Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the date is set for Israel to begin its expanded operations in Rafah. It is expected to take place despite growing international concerns over the potential for significant civilian casualties, including from the United States. The announcement coincides with a spokesperson for Hamas telling CBS News that this weekend's ceasefire talks in Cairo were, quote, a setback. Let's bring in Sebastian Usher, who's with our partners at the BBC in Jerusalem. Sebastian, as I just mentioned, the United States and really the world community, the international community, have been trying to make this invasion into Rafah stop because of the amount of people who are there. What more do we know about the timing of what Israel plans to do?
I mean, to be absolutely honest about it, we don't. In fact, Antony Blinken said in a news conference he just gave with the British Foreign Minister, David Cameron, that the US has not received any date from Israel as things stand. I think, to be fair, it was a rhetorical device by the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to make clear to the US in particular and to the world and to Hamas that his intention, his government's intention, his army's intention to go into Rafah, which he says is essential in order to win real victory over Hamas, where Israel believes that 4 battalions of Hamas are now holed up, that this must go ahead. And that essentially was what the announcement was about. Whether Mr. Netanyahu himself and his military do have a date in mind, a clear date, I think is very much open to question.
And I mean, when we hear setback in regards to negotiations, of course, that makes me think about the hostages, too. Where do negotiations on that topic stand at this point?
Well, I mean, the two do go side by side, don't they? I mean, Israel, that's the key demand, to have at least some of the hostages. I mean, the latest that we were hearing was that 40 of the hostages would be released. Now, there's 130 or so who are still being held. But the feeling is, as far as Israel has knowledge, that around 29 to 30 of those hostages have now died. So we're looking at about 100 hostages all in that still remain in Gaza. And that's the absolute key demand, obviously, of Israel. From the Hamas side, the key demand is a permanent ceasefire, a complete withdrawal of Israeli troops, the ability for all Palestinians to return to their homes in Gaza. Israel is against that because it believes that Hamas will be able to go back and infiltrate areas that have been cleaned out of Hamas, and also for the blockade that's been on Gaza for 17 years, for that to be lifted. Now, there was some sense a day or two ago that there may have been some real movement made in this, but we're hearing from Hamas, as you said, that they don't feel that the proposal at the moment meets their conditions.
Wow. Difficult conclusions there. Sebastian Usher from the BBC, thank you so much.